Whenever I hear someone say this statement, I just want to slap them in the face. You're taking self-improvement too seriously, guys. Like, you gotta have some fun. You gotta stop and smell the roses. Because to me, self-improvement should be fun. And if it's not fun for you, you're doing something wrong. So in this video, I'm gonna give you 4 things, not 3, you didn't see that. 4 reasons why self-improvement might not be fun for you and how to make it fun so you can start making progress instead of saying this bullshit. Number 1, overstimulation. Most people are just too overstimulated to find these self-improvement habits fun. Because things like reading, studying, working, these things should actually be fun. But the issue is, you are still addicted to junk food, porn, video games, social media. These things are 10 out of 10 fun. They are literally manufactured to be as addictive as possible. These billion-dollar companies pump as much resources into this thing so that they can keep you hooked. And so obviously this will be super stimulating. And if you have a 10 out of 10 fun thing here, and work is like 5 out of 10, obviously you'll do this. And so if the addicted person ever sees a normal working person, they're like, wow, this guy is really, he's superhuman. And if they see a hardworking person, they're like, okay, this guy is unhealthy. He's working too much. But no, this is just what natural humans do. It's just that you're the unnatural one. For most of humanity, humans are supposed to work. I love this detail in the Bible where, even if you're not religious, before God gave Adam Eve, he gave him a job, which is to tend to the garden. So that's how fundamental work is to people. And obviously we don't like to think of ourselves as addicts, but you're probably still addicted to a few things. It's just that there's the 10 out of 10 addiction of drugs or something. But we are like a 3 or 4 out of 10. It's just enough that you can see it in your life, but you push it away, you don't really think about it. But it's not high enough that you need like professional help. But I think most people have a 3 out of 10 or 4 out of 10 addiction that you're just not getting rid of. And that's why self-improvement is still not fun for you. In my opinion, self-improvement the right way should always start with a dopamine detox. Cut off all the bad habits and let your brain's dopamine system kind of go back to normal, like the fucking Amazon or the rivers during pandemic lockdown. All of them just teeming with life. Because once you reduce your screen time, you get all that time back, you get all that focus back, you get all that attention back. Now you automatically find work fun. And so imagine this, you're locked into a room and there's nothing in there, no distractions, no technology, but there's a book. Even if you don't like reading, you will start reading a book at some point. After a few hours in, you'll be like, okay, fine. Why? Because there's nothing left to do. And so this is what a dopamine detox kind of is. It's removing everything else so that the work becomes the most fun thing available to you. And so when that happens, you realize that, oh, it's not that reading isn't fun. It's just that my definition of fun has just been updated. Number 2, priorities. This is pretty important. For people who do not find self-improvement fun, I feel like a lot of them just simply want different things. If you want balanced results, simple results, then yeah, live the balanced, simple life. But if you want extreme results, then you gotta live the extreme life. What you can't do is want the extreme success, the extreme results, but then also want to live the average life. If you want the view from the top of the mountain, you gotta take the hike. And other people will look at you and say, no, but the mountain is dangerous and you don't even have to climb the mountain, you can just stay down here. And they're right, it is dangerous. But that's what makes it worth it. And I don't know about you, but I made a whole video like years ago about how I don't want to be average. I want to achieve big shit, or at least try. They'll say, oh, you're working too hard. But I can also say, you're just not working hard enough. Now what? Who's right? Well, I don't think anyone's right. We both just have different definitions for what hard enough means. There's an erection joke somewhere in that statement. It's like different people having a different spice tolerance. One can take more spicy, one can take less spicy. No one's right or wrong, it's just different. And so what do you want? That's honestly the only question that really matters. Average or more from life? Because if you said average, then yeah, you actually don't need to be on self-improvement. Like, there's no reason for that because it doesn't align to your goals. But I'm guessing you didn't say that. Number 3, peer pressure. You're probably the kind of person that wants to go all the way. If you want to do something, you want to do it right. You want to do it well. You want to make progress. You want to be great. And so if you don't want to be like normal people, you need to do stuff that normal people don't do. Stuff that is abnormal. And so it is normal for normal people to think you're weird for doing things that are not normal. In fact, this is the leading indicator that you're doing something right. The fact that normal people are saying you're different and you don't want to be normal, that's perfect. That's literally your goal. For example, in secondary school, I quit video games and I went on this whole rant to my friends where I'm like, I never want to play video games again, and wasted so much time. And they said, you don't want to play video games? You just want to work all the time? That sounds so, your life sounds so sad. What? I would never want to live like you. And then my simple response is, and I don't want to live like you either, so we're even. Like, think about it logically. We want different things, so we live different lives. Why are we even arguing? Like, that's literally expected. It's just that people judge other people who live lives that we can't see ourselves living because we put ourselves into their shoes. But because I was, let's say, Ruff version 1, and all my friends were just like Ruff version 1 because friends are usually similar, right? Since I wanted to become Ruff version 2, I needed to change myself as much as possible. And so the more I pulled away from my friends, the more they said, hey, you're not like yourself anymore. And so you can either take that as a bad thing or you can take that as a sign of progress. And remember, your friends can do whatever they want, right? If they want to be average, they can. But if they can do whatever they want, then you can do whatever you want to. And if what you want is complete focus, complete obsession into this one thing, making as much progress as possible, then do it. And honestly, at this point, I'm not really making this video for the people who don't think self-improvement is fun. A lot of those people have too strong of a limiting belief for me to break in like this one YouTube video. I'm making this video for the people who want self-improvement to be fun. They're on self-improvement, but they have a lot of people telling them that self-improvement isn't fun and they judge them for the life that they want to live. So the one piece of advice I can give you: don't waste time explaining your goals to people who don't understand your goals, don't have the same goals, and don't even want to have the life that you want. Number 4, the real self-improvement. Here's a hot take before we get into it. I don't think you can overdo self-improvement. And that's because with my definition of what self-improvement is to me, it is inclusive of the rest. And so it's like work plus play. And so by definition, you can't overdo it, because if you overdo the work and the work outweighs the play, then it's no longer my self-improvement, because my self-improvement is where they're both equal. If you work more, the play should also go up. And so you can't have one without the other. So that would be overworking, not over-improving. Because the moment you overdo self-improvement, it's no longer self-improvement. The moment you overdo health, it's no longer healthy. And so you can't really overdo health. No doctor will ever say like, oh, dude, you're too healthy, stop. By definition, health is a good, like, balanced thing. And so I think self-improvement is a lot of the same. So I feel like people who think that you can overdo self-improvement, they've only watched like 2 YouTube videos about it where the guy is screaming about women or like money or something. Then yeah, you can overdo that for sure. But my self-improvement is different. Rest is scheduled, not a reward. Taking care of your mental health and being a natural human in nature is part of your daily routine. Like, bro, the people who say you have to stop working so much so you have time to stop and smell the flowers, like, bro, those people, do you think they actually use that time not working to stop and smell the flowers? Of course not. The person on the other side of the screen that is saying that comment is probably someone who plays video games for that remaining period of time. They're in their bedroom with their GUIing PC just writing comments online. Like, bro, who's more likely to actually stop and smell the roses? Them or me, someone who listens to mental health podcasts? I literally cycle 10 kilometers to school every single day, so I actually spend time in nature. I actually get the chance to smell the roses. They probably just spend all their time indoors. So if anyone says, oh, you're trying to improve 24/7, you gotta enjoy life, my only response is, improving 24/7 is how I enjoy life. Now what? But yeah, if you relate to this video and you're one of these people who actually understands that, oh yeah, self-improvement is really fun, you want to dedicate as much of your life to self-improvement as possible, not because you have no life, but because you want to live the most fulfilling life possible, then bro, you're the person that I want in my community. Click the first link below if you're interested. That's Ruff Academy, my self-improvement community. Click the link right now, check it out. Oh, the sun came back when I'm finished recording the video. That's great. Obviously, when I'm done recording, oh, it's going away now. I think it hurt me. Alright, give me a kiss. Mwah.